Now this, that he prefaces sheep to servants and maidservants. The concept is that the animal has a state of nullification to the naught more than man does, because the animal does not have free choice at all, and is prepared to do its work to anyone who forces it. And will not change its purpose from its creation from the one who formed it. But man has free choice and is able to rebel against its purpose, their purpose in creation. And in Tanya, Perakav Dalet, it says that man that rebels and goes against the will is worse than all the animals and even the mosquito. And that is because the animal did not fall in the breaking of the vessels in the sin of the tree of knowledge as much as man did. As is known, but the concept of the snake was tricky, arur mikol chulu, and cursed more than all. So it says, arur mikol habehema, you're cursed more than all the animals for the snake. And from the snake is drawn the Yetzer Hara. Shikochu mishorosh nachash. His strength is rooted in the snake. Parshas Bereishis, like it says in another place when you go out to battle on your enemy, that the one who gives us advice to sin is drawn from the snake who advised Chava to sin. And it says about the snake that he's more cursed than all the animals. And so inside of us, we have this penchant for sin that's worse than all the animals. And therefore man becomes more separate than the animal. And therefore Yaakov, who is the master of the fixing of the world of Atzilus, represents that idea through the Shema that purifies that which fell down from the breaking of the vessels from the supernal whiteness. And that's why he started by purifying the sheep. Like he said, like it says that he placed groups of sheep on their own. When he divided the sheep, that he drew down from the concept of kesev down into the worlds of separation of Bria, Yitzir, Asiya. And also the sheep have this wool, that the hairs that are nimshach from the concept of hairs that are nimshach from keser are compared by the Navi to clean wool of sheep. And only afterwards, so that's what Yaakov elevated first. Only afterwards, the maidservants and the servants who have free choice, mitzad das, because of their knowledge, mipnei shabehema b'kal yoser leizbarer, because the animals are easier to purify first, mitam shekrovim yoser ela bittul canal, because they're closer to the nullification. V'gam mizeh hatam amnu shegodol nes shenasa im Yaakov latzilo misonav mines tegov arios b'Daniel. It says that it's greater, the miracle that happened with Yaakov to save him from his enemies, from the miracle of the lion's den of Daniel. Because the lions are lower than knowledge, and they're closer to the concept of ayin than man. And it's easier to change their will from without nature, I guess. Or from beyond nature, because they're closer to it. So it is a change in their nature, but it's easier to do. In Daniel, according to the word of Hashem and His command, it's easier than to do that than to change a man, Shu Bal Bechira, that has free choice. And therefore, the miracle of saving Yaakov from Lavan and Esav is greater than the miracle of the lion's den. And similarly, saving Yosef from his brothers and David from Shaul, and like the Al-Shich HaKadosh brings in his parish in a number of places. And the reason that also in the animals it mentions the sheep first before the Shor and Chamor, is because the sheep have more of a state of nullification than other animals like the ox and the donkey. Like it says, like a sheep in front of its shears is silent, as is known the nature of sheep. And in this story of Yaakov below, with physical sheep, that he was a shepherd, what he was purifying above, the sheep of the supernal whiteness, like Tzon Lavan below, the Tzon Lovin ha'elyon above. Tzon Lovin ha'elyon chulu. B'tchila nemar vayihili Tzon Rabos, Vayihilo Tzon Rabos, and in the beginning it says that he had many sheep. That is, that he had the tzon from the language of Yitzia, to go out, tzon rabos, going out, many goings out. That is that the beginning of his going out from the hidden, from the essential hidden, the bechinas loven ha'elyon, from the supernal whiteness, bechinas reshus harabim olam tohu, from the public property of the world of tohu, zeh tachazeh mifuradim chulu, one under the other, separate and so forth. The world of tohu, that's rabos, meaning to say that it wasn't in unity, that he first had the tzon as they were rabos. The behemos says from olamatohu, from their shurish in olamatohu, v'zeu rabos mashiatzo lebechinas rishus harabim, and that's what it means, rabos, the many, that which they came out to the property of the Rabbim, of the many. That's what Rishus Harabim means, is of the public, meaning to say the many. Rishus Harabim is Olam Tohu, that was the Tzon Rabos, the many sheep. Nichlalu Alidei Yaakov Bebitl, they were then all included in together through Yaakov as one, in a state of nullification, al derech v'rav lo shia, like the concept of, and he saves greatly, but also it means that he saves the concept of Rav. he saves the multitude. Call Rav miBavel chulu, that every Rav is from Bavel, because they come from the state of multitude that was elevated, and from Bavel meaning to say that in Galus. And that is the Yaakov who shepherded them, fixed them, through supernal unifications, that he did to the sticks, which is like the concept of tefillin, that just like tefillin is drawing down the mochin of Chochmah Bina Das, Vadas mischalek lechesed v'gvura, and Das is divided into kindness and strictness of chesed and gvura. Kach himshich Yaakov and Yinmakel livnei lach v'chulu. So too, Yaakov drew down the stick that was white, lach v'luz v'armon, which I guess are 4 different ideas. Chochmah Bina, chesed v'gvura, v'ekaram shacha shelo al yedei kav ha'imtzai. And the main drawing down is through the middle cord, the middle line, Tiferes Das, which is Tiferes and Das, that Yaakov is and it corresponds with the middle line of Tiferes, Emes Yaakov, and so forth. Ha'ole ad ha'keser, that goes up to Keser Misham Himshich, Giloi HaMochin, and from there he drew down the revelation of the brains of Chabad, Shebehem Me'or Ein Sof, Hamochin Shebehem Me'or Ein Sof, the brains that are in them from the infinite light. L'hamshich al yedei zeh ha'bittul bebechinas behema d'shem ban, to draw down the nullification in the animal of the name ban, shenofal b'shviras ha'kelim chulu, that fell in the breaking of the vessels. V'gam bebechinas ha'maklos yesh iskalulus kama gavanim, and also in the concept of the sticks, there's a inclusion of a number of colors. Hainu hiskalulus gimel kavin, that is the inclusion of the 3 sides. Vayin mashakaz val pasuk v'shem achiv yuval chulu. Look what's brought upon the verse, and the name of his brother was Yuval. So you have Yoshev Ohel Mikneh, and you have the concept of Yaval Hustofis Kinor, that the music also includes different nuos of Midos and Mordos and so forth. It's also like a Hiskalulus. And similarly is brought on the verse in Shira Shirim that the lines of jewelry on your neck and so forth. That is, through the Torah mitzvahs, we do a concept of fixing, of tikkun, that we divide the spheros into lines, not just one on top of the other, like Rishus Harabim, the many, but hiskalulus into kavin and partzufim. Ukamokin kol madregos elyonos datzilos tzonos shvachos chulusotu. All the levels, the supernal levels of Atzilos, the sheep and the maidservants and so forth, that were divided one from the other, Ana Emlochulu, and I will be king, of the concept of the Malachim of Tohu, Yaakov b'Shema Chibram bebechinas Kavin, Yaakov with the concept of Shema connected them into lines, and made a complete, so to speak, standing up, complete, like a person who stands up, a complete set. So in short, we said that the animal has more nullification, betiva, in its nature, ki ha'adam, more than man with his free choice, God forbid. And this this lack of nullification comes from the concept of the snake, from the sin of the tree of the knowledge. And therefore the miracle of Yaakov with Esav was greater than the miracle of the lion's den of Daniel. And more in particular, the sheep have in their voice more of a mercy. And Yaakov divided the sheep, or he brought down the ksavim, the concept of kesev, down into the olamos anifradim. And the concept of that his hair was like clean wool. In Daniel, it's called the many sheep, Rav lehoshia, and to save the concept of Rav, and to great saving, to draw down that level of keser, of sareshe, and that's through the sticks, which is like the concept of tefillin, meaning to draw down the brains, gimel kavin, and to include the 3 kavin as one, and your neck with the jewelry.